Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Morning Edge, episode 92. Getting close to that 100th episode. Announced the winner yesterday of the PS5 giveaway, so congratulations to the person who came away with that. We will have more giveaways coming up this month, but I know a lot of people were waiting on that one. The winner was announced yesterday. If you didn't win, you can still win the next contest. There's going to be a lot more, don't worry. We got 4 picks today. I'm joined by my man Ricky Bobby Betts. We're going to bring you guys some bangers. I am going to start here, and then JT is going to take us home. It's an early game. People are already in my DMs asking, what do we bet on the early game? So I'm going to give you guys something here. I'm going to go Yu Darvish under 5.5 hits allowed. So he's facing the Rockies today. This game is in San Diego, so we don't have to deal with the course conditions of where there's 90 hits in a game. Darvish has been pretty solid here. He has gone under this number in 3 of his last 4 starts. The one that he went over was his last start, and he gave up 6, so he was kind of flirting with the number the whole time. 7 innings of work has kind of been where he's been the last few games. His last 4 games, he's gone 7, the 2 prior 6. He's going to give you some length. Now, if his control is a little bit off, that would actually benefit this bet today, and he's due for one of those Yu Darvish starts where he walks 3 or 4 guys and kind of works around traffic. He doesn't typically have the best control. So I think he'll be flirting with the 5 or 6 inning kind of day here against the Rockies. The under here on hits, though, his stuff has been nasty this season when he has been on and in the strike zone. I just like the value here. I hope his pitch count runs up a little bit. We just need a few, 25 pitch innings, 20 pitch innings where he walks a guy or 2. And we want him to pitch as short as possible because if he pitches 1 inning, this cashes. So there's no minimum needed on this. We just need him to come out of the game with under 5.5 hits. But like I said, he's pitched well against this team. His number has gone under. As of late, he's really been cruising under that number. And when he has gone over, it's been right there. He's given up, 5, maybe 6 hits. So he'll be hunting here in this one today. And I think that we come home with this easy. And then I'm going to go with the Astros -1 here. So they're off a loss last night. I know a lot of people had them in that game last night against the Red Sox. Looked like a frustrating game. I really didn't catch much of it. Red Sox are in a weird spot because they're kind of buyers right now and sellers. You don't really see that all that often in the MLB, but they deal Christian Vasquez. They add Tommy Pham. Like, they're doing a lot of things kind of out of the ordinary right now. Now, they are expected to move J.D. Martinez as well. A lot of people think the reason they got Pham was kind of to replace Martinez. We'll see how that goes down now. If Martinez is traded, obviously, before tonight's game, that's a big blow to their lineup. But right now, without Devers in that lineup, even if Martinez stays, this is not, a really scary offense if you look at them up and down. And Vasquez was actually one of their better hitters this year. Now, he's in a Houston uniform. I'm assuming he will start tonight because they're playing each other. So he was right there. There's no travel needed in this series. So I think it's a good spot to take the Astros. We also get Cutter Crawford on the mound. He's been a good fade this season. Christian Javier has actually had a really good year. He's only 6-6, but his ERA is just over 3. He's pitched a lot better than his record indicates. I think he'll hold down this Red Sox team. I think the Astros bounce back. They don't typically lose back-to-back home games, so I like the -1 spot in this one. JT, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I love both of those today too. Just touching in. Darvish home road splits are awesome, and he's a great when he's playing where they're at. So love those spots today.
Thanks, bro.
There's a trade deadline, kind of the narrative today. Yep. At least for the first play I'm going to talk about, which is this money line parlay we're going to run with. I got the Cardinals and the Mets. So you have New York. DeGrom is back on the mound tonight. I don't necessarily believe he's going to be stretched out too far, but I'm never going to underestimate him. This is more of a fate of Washington. These teams have inverse records, and it's actually worse. New York is 65-37, and Washington's 35-69. They're definitely sellers. They're not in it for the season, and I expect Juan Soto and maybe Josh Bell too are not going to be in that lineup today. A very motivated team versus a very unmotivated team there. There's just no reason the Mets shouldn't chalk up another W. Same thing kind of goes with the Cardinals. You got Adam Wainwright at home, who, he loves to throw at home. It's his farewell tour season. He's been throwing very well at home. And you're fading a guy who has not done very well against the St. Louis Cardinals in his career. Keegan Thompson. Expected slash line tonight is 308, 418, 584 against, which puts us well into that 1,200 range, and I love that. And you're also getting a Cubs team that's dealing and a Cardinals team that's buying. I don't know who they're going to get by the deadline, but, this Cardinals team should be a little amped up about the guys coming in. And, if Chicago loses Contreras, maybe Hap, I don't know who they're going to be dumping, but I don't expect them to.
I think both of them will be gone. Contreras.
Yeah. So take that into account. I just think, it's a great spot for the Birds. And then the other play, back to the Texas Rangers again. This team, I can't stay away from them. You have Baltimore and Texas tonight and two very fadeable pitchers. Jordan Lyles, expected slash line tonight is 240, 318, 410. Howard's is 293, 337, 427. They've both been hit by the other squad well before and have been hitting lately. 5 of the last 6 matchups between these two squads have gone over. Last night snuck over for us. The total's a little higher today. It's set up 8.5 instead of 7.5. So I bought down to 8 because I love that push. I hate losing on the hook, especially when it comes to totals. But I think the juice is worth the squeeze. And I easily see, 3 to 5, 6 plus runs from each side here. And, all we need is 9. So that's what I like today. You got 4 plays from me and Matt. We're looking to stay hot. We're both riding nice little runs here on the show. And in the last week, you've been tearing it up. So that's all for now. I'm JT. That's Matt on that side. Yeah, I got it right that time finally. That's all for us and Odds Checker for now. We'll see you guys on Thursday.